the move this morning. Thank you for watching. I'm heading to 161st Street. Most people know that area in the Bronx for having Yankee Stadium. But we also have a lot of courthouses over there. A lot of people, trouble youth, they get caught up. They in that area. Anyway, I got a call from my homie at BCW. He wanted me to come through. So we heading over there to meet up with a couple of my homies from BCW as Brii Combination Wrestling, if y'all ain't know about them. Independent wrestling company. They mostly out in Queens. You need to go check them out. They got some of the top talent in NYC. Facts. So we're gonna go over there, meet up with the homies, talk to the kids, see where their heads is at, try to give some inspiration. You know, we all about that. Most of these kids getting in trouble, caught up in the system. They don't know which direction to go. You are the environment you in, so if you locked up for criminals, you're gonna be a criminal. But if you got something else to look up to and be inspired to be, then it's options. How you doing, Nova Church? How you doing, man?
I got the group over there across the street. They're going on a tour of the criminal justice system. How you doing, Oscar? What's going on? And then they're gonna come back and talk to you guys.
And then from the clothing company, we expanded that into poetry, into hip hop, into comedy, right? So I get a phone call at 3:30 in the morning from a guy, and I'm like, what's going on? He's like, we need another branch. I'm like, it's 3:30 in the morning. What are you talking about? He's like, listen, we should open up a wrestling company. I'm like, why would we do that? And the way you get people to gather around you, we can make this huge. And he's like, and besides, we could call it Brii Combination Wrestling. And then he said, BCW. So when he said that, it like just electrified me. I'm like, yo, let's make this happen. And that was January 2016. So we did all the paperwork. We figured out, we needed the license. We needed to talk to the New York State Athletic Commission. We needed to, ring rentals, venue rentals. We needed insurance. What makes a wrestler one level versus the next level versus the next level? So we did all this background research, and we started looking at wrestlers in the local area. This has been one of my mainstay guys from day one. He's been with me from day one. And now here we are, 2017, we're in our second year, heading into our third year. We have 2 more shows this year, September 23rd, and then possibly November 10th.
You grew up loving anything about it, you're passionate, I can hear that.
Thank you, man.
And that's what it takes.
Oh, yeah.
To make things to work, girl.
Wrestling is TV's first reality show.
It
A lot of
is.
people don't know that. It went a little bit R. Then the R era, because there was an era it was kind of rated R. Then it just goes back, but that's what's fun about it. That's what kids like it. Like you mentioned about they saw some guy and they thought he was too flamboyant and stuff like that. Probably was me. But that's okay. That's the character I portray. I want them to, when they see it and then they see me, they're gonna see Eric Jaden, the wrestling character. Oh, that was you? Because even friends of mine, even family still like, is that you up there? And then you got me, Eric. The person.
This is where we at. Waiting to talk to the youth. BCW zone.
I'll be right back.
Anthony Cole in the flesh.
In the flesh.
How y'all doing out there?
We here in the Bronx.
Right.
And we talking to a good man who's helping out the at-risk youth here in the South Bronx. And you want to say a little something?
We're just going to bring some awareness to them, let the kids know that there's a lot more outlets out there. If you might not know about wrestling and you're interested in it, that's what we're going to present to them today. Just give them something else to keep their mind occupied. An idle mind is the devil's playground. We're trying to change that mentality today.
That's right. So today's an important day, and I feel special being here. Thank you for the invite.
Thank you for coming, bro.
Not a problem, man. This is what I love to do myself. So
awesome.
We here and we talking wrestling, and we having some good time.
That's right.
You can tell because I'm wearing it.
You're gonna see him fight there.
Huh? Can you pick up a theater?
Pretty nice, yeah. Well, let's take it down a notch. We spoke about all these WWE wrestlers, right? Because that's what we see, right? But the WWE doesn't give birth to wrestlers. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Wrestling starts with somewhere. Now we got this promotion BCW, which might start. I've been a wrestler, active wrestler for 10 years. I wrestled in all the tri-state area. I've been in Georgia, California, Puerto Rico, been on pay-per-view. Does it make me any different that I'm not in the WWE or not? WWE is not the end-all, guys. Just want to let you know. There's so much out there. What you guys are just seeing is that, okay? I'm part of a generation of wrestlers that we wrestle all over the place. We're all over. And we're pretty popular. And yeah, I got the little, man bun going behind me and stuff like that and the long hair because that's my persona. A lot of you guys saw, I heard some feedback. You saw the video. And there was some guy there who was very flamboyant. You guys saw it? Yeah. That was feedback, and he might have been a little, this way and that way on there. But that guy was me on there. That's the character I play. I play a very flamboyant guy. I play a very sexy, and I can't say the bad word because they're going to charge me $5. Okay? I heard about that. But I am that guy that I want you to. When you see me, and I got the colorful tights, and I come out with the fur, and I come out this, and I might do a little bit of this. Or I might take a can of silly string, and spray you on there. Wrestling's great, dude. Wrestling is awesome. Okay? I heard some stuff that some of you guys were interested in it too on there. We could talk more about it. It's a dedication to wrestling. Like any sports, like if you want to go into basketball, baseball on there's training behind it. It's not easy. Like I said, the WWE doesn't give a birth to a superstar. John Cena was not born by the WWE. John Cena was an independent wrestler. He started just like us, we did, and wrestled independently in California and whatever he was in places. At one time, he came out as a robot. He used to be called the prototype, right? And he walked like this into the ring. What do you have to bring to the table? Wrestling imitates life. Life is reality. Even the life choices you make, what do you have to bring to the table? What do you have to bring to the table for your job? What do you have to bring to the table for your family? What life choices do you make that's going to make you successful?
What do you have to do to, what do you contribute to this?
Who, me? I'm a vlogger. I have a YouTube channel. Y'all gonna be on it, right? I go to wrestling events. He allows me backstage at BCW. I interview the wrestlers. I talk to them because these are indie guys. Your name is Seth freaking Rollins and all these other guys, right? But you don't know about Eric Jaden, aka Mr. Sexy over here. You don't know,
We know about it now, though.
You know about him now. I interview people you might not know, and then I'll document them wrestling. I do fitness stuff. I go to Reptile Expo and I get my friends to eat worms and stuff. Anything that I feel like is going to create eyes on my channel.
About, reaching out to the community and making sure that there's an outlet for all of you guys. Like I said before, you guys are the future. The three of us right here, we all grew up, we were all knuckleheads, we all been in trouble. And now it's time for us to pay it forward. So that's why we want to bring something like this wrestling to your attention. And I want you guys to be a part of it.
Just finished talking to the youth about wrestling and staying motivated and all of that good stuff. We're good? Yeah, we good. I mean, we rolling out, right, gentlemen?
We rolling out.
It was definitely a good experience talking to the youth, and they were some real wrestling fans, the little kids, man. But that was good. Now they about to be some BCW. We gonna see y'all at the show. All right, y'all make sure y'all turn up.
That's right, September 23rd.
September 23rd. Be there. Yeah. Real simple. Show up. That's it. That's all you gotta do. The rest, leave it up to them. All right. That was definitely a great experience from your boy. Spent a lot of time over here, criminal court, all these other places, so to speak, the kids, to prevent them from going the same route. That was a blessing in itself.